Look at this. 1950 Buick Super Riviera. Look at how sleek this is. Just a cool looking 50s Buick, and I'm not gonna lie, I'd like to drive this one home. Like, this would be fun to go down the road in. Now, this one underneath the hood, this would have the Buick straight 8 263 Fireball inline 8-cylinder. Now, in this particular one, it does have the optional Dynaflow automatic transmission that engine is paired up with. Look at the grill in these. They don't make grills like this anymore. Wow. Take a look at the teeth on that. All the chrome. Paint on this car shows well. There are some spots where it's touched up a little bit, but you can see the shine that it has. It's been freshly buffed and waxed, so it's got a nice shine to it. It's a little older paint, so it's not perfect all the way around, but this one will turn some heads, and it does have a good luster to it. Now, a few touch-up spots. I want to point them out, like this right there, little spot there. So there are some things that have been touched up on this one. Now, if you want to check out the still pictures so you can see the engine bay, the underside, interior, you can check out the still pictures at uniqueclassiccars.com. Click on the link down below this video in the description. It's going to take you right there. And of course, you can call us too, 507-386-1726. Be happy to help you out with this one. There's some classic styling on this one. Now, as far as colors, I did mention it had a repaint. This would have originally been a blacktop car with Calvin gray on the exterior. So it has had a little bit of a color change in the bottom portion. And then the interior was actually a number 50 trim. So it would be gray herringbone pattern cloth, which you can see is what they've done in the front here. Would need the rear seat to be finished off to match it. If you'd like that. Still a stock looking dash. I even noticed that clock was ticking when I was inside there a little bit ago. And we're going to fire it up, start it up, check out the gauges, that type of stuff when we're in there too. Now remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist with the transportation in this vehicle, may be eligible for an extended service contract. Consult with your sales associate when you call in or email. Check out the beauty rings, the wheel covers, Dynaflow insignia, showing that this has the automatic transmission in it. Come around to the rear, I want to show you something cool back here. First of all, let's take a look at the chrome. Shows nicely. Is it like new? No, but it shows nicely for this vintage of car. But look at this. Looks like the original insignia from St. Paul Buick, where this car must have been sold new at. It was a Kansas City built car, so it was built a little south of the Midwest here, but in our area, about 400 miles to the south of us. So it was also equipped with the optional radio and the adjustable antenna. I'll show you that when we get around to the front of the car. I did not get the radio to power up though.
If you like this video, hit the red subscribe button down below to really help our channel out, and you'll stay up to date on all future videos.
Take a look up and down the driver's side here. Again, it's not full of nicks, dings, or scratches. A couple of those little spots that I pointed out up front, and you may find an imperfection here or there, but overall, again, this car shows very nicely. All right, let's look at the interior of this. So door panels, carpeting with the rubber mat up front. Again, here's that gray herringbone. Now, if you look back here, it kind of looks like you may have some discolored down there in the bottom. That is the shade or the shadow cast from the steering wheel, FYI. There is a little bit of a discolor right here in the center. Nothing real major. It shows up a little more in the video than pictures than it does in person. Check out that steering wheel, the big Buick crest. Headliner. The headliner looks very authentic, as do the visors. All right, let's start this up because that's one of the coolest things about these cars. I don't know if you can hear that clock in the video or not. Like I said, you can hear it clicking away. Clock actually works in this one. Now, key. Turn it to the left. We're in neutral right here or park. Either one. We'll leave it in neutral for right now. Foot feet. And the car starts. Still has a foot feet pedal start. Now I also noticed amp gauge is working. Assuming the temp gauge is going to come up with the temperature of the engine. Right here, oil pressure is working, as well as fuel gauge. So it's working. The one thing I did mention, that radio turning on and off. Has the optional radio, and then here would have been readjusted the antenna left and right, but I have not had that radio pop or power up, FYI. Listen to that, how smooth that runs. Horn works. Slip around to the back of this thing. Here it runs. Now, one thing that technician and our service advisor mentioned in this car when they were driving it, if it was cold, they'd start it out in low and then click into high, and tranny and everything functioned just great. Once it was warmed up, you could leave it in high, and tranny drop down to low, go up to high. So they just wanted me to mention that. Thought I'd mention it to you guys that are listening to this video. May be interested in this car. If it's cold, it's probably easiest to go from low to high once it's warmed up. Leave it in high if you want. So. All right, now of course on this one, this is one of the piano style hoods, if you will, where it will open from either side and lift the opposite direction. So you can actually take this side of the hood here and lift it up this way, or take the side over here, lift it up towards the driver's side. So I'm going to pop it open. I think we'll lift up the driver's side so you can see the exhaust manifold, intake manifold, and get an idea how it looks underneath there, and check out that straight 8 and see how it's running.
Hey, did you know that this car qualifies for an extended warranty? It's just like the one you get at your new car dealership, except it covers your classic car instead. It covers all the major components like engine, transmission, drivetrain, and you can get coverage up to 10 years. Repairs aren't cheap. These extended warranties are a no-brainer. Contact us for a quote on this car today.
How'd you like to display the car like this at a car show? How cool is that? Now, of course, you could pull both hood unlock cables and lift that whole hood off too if you had enough guys around to help you out. That's a heavy hood. So you can see how it pivots towards the passenger side, or on the passenger side. Then it'd also do the same thing over here, and it would stay latched here, pivot from the other side. All right, look at how smooth that thing is running. Doesn't shake, shimmy. 263. Straight 8. Check it out. You can see the exhaust manifold, intake manifold, both on this side. Smooth runner. Looks fairly stock underneath here. Very cool. 1950 Buick Super Riviera. Give us a call, 507-386-1726, uniqueclassiccars.com. Click on the link down below this video in the description. That's going to take you right there. And remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist with the transportation of this vehicle. May be eligible for an extended service contract. Consult with your sales associate when you call or email.